What's up, guys? We're here with Secondhand Serenade, aka John Vesley. How are you doing today, John?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you very much.
Woo.
So we are on the Secondhand Serenade tour, formerly with Alex Gu, and now you have Juliet Sims joining you tonight.
Yes.
How's the tour going for you so far?
It's been really great so far.
Great.
I mean, I don't really have any bad things to say about it. The crowd's been great, and everybody's been having fun, and I've been, doing my thing, I guess.
Having a good time?
Having a good time.
Awesome. So your new single, Shake It Off, released February 26th, and it kind of debuted a new sound for you. How has the response been from the fans so far?
It's been a lot better than I thought it was going to be completely honest. Not that it's it's a great song, it's just a little different. So I was definitely expecting some sort of backlash, but I didn't really get any. Honestly,
great.
There was one comment saying, oh, go back to the depressing songs, but that's not really criticism. That's just you want to be depressed, and that's not in the place that I'm at in my life right now. So
Absolutely.
I'm writing a happy song.
So you've been in the studio a lot recently.
Yeah, with her.
With her.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to just give the fans a quick brief on what's been going on in there?
Yeah, absolutely. This is Veronica Balestrini.
Hello. Hello.
And she is a fantastic singer out of Nashville, originally from Connecticut.
Yes.
Or Connecticut.
Connecticut.
And she's I met her in Nashville, and we just kind of decided that I heard her voice, and I'm like, well, you should do a duet with me. And then so the song was written, and then she sang in the studio, and it was wonderful.
Awesome.
And then we just actually finished another song called
La 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 Love or something.
Yeah, I think
we don't really have a
it's not really the end
name
yet.
yet.
We haven't recorded it yet, but we're performing it tonight.
Exciting.
Really exciting.
So in your last studio update, you talked about your transition from your old music to the new music. What do you think is the biggest difference between your previous records and what you're doing now?
Honestly, obviously it's a lot happier and more uplifting now, and definitely more inspiring. I do have some ballads on the record. One of them is the song By the Way with her, which has a very, very much of a country crossover feel, and I'm really excited about that one in particular. And yeah, it definitely has some, you can see a lot of growth, and you both as a person, a human being, and a musician, and I'm really, really proud of it.
So you recorded the new album, or have been recording it in Nashville with the studio band. How is the process different from when you were recording solo instrumentals?
Well, it's actually pretty cool because we just record everything live, and so the musicians come in, and they're really tight with each other already, and they play with each other all the time. So they come in, and we'll do 3 or 4 songs in a 3-hour period, and get it done. And so it's just it's a really, really fast paced, very creative, inspiring environment, and yeah, and it's really, really nice to get a chance to experience that in the Nashville way. I got the hang of the whole Nashville number system now and everything, which is it's wild.
It's different out there, right?
She worked with
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you think?
So much fun. It's a good old time.
She used the same. She's recording her album right now as well, and she used the same musicians.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm excited to hear it. So your upcoming album was funded completely by fans through Pledge Music. How incredible has that support been for you?
The support's fantastic. Just knowing that the fans still care. I've released music for a few years, and just kind of needed to take a break, to get on that track again. And when I was finally ready, it was, I wanted to figure out. I left my label. I didn't want to do another album with that label in particular. I thought it would be the best thing to record my album on my own first, and before we decided to go to another label or what have you. And yeah, it was really, really great to see all the support that I got from the fans.
That's awesome. So the Secondhand Fan Club on Twitter would like to know if you are writing this album by yourself, if you're working with any writers.
I am writing a lot of this album by myself. I have worked with a few different writers on some of the songs, on just a couple of them. But the majority of the album is all by myself.
So let's backtrack a little bit, because you do have one song that kind of got around a lot more. When you released Fall For You back in 2008, did you ever expect it to skyrocket like it did?
Of course. Everything I touch is gold.
Of course.
No, absolutely not. No. I don't think anybody really expects that. But I really had no idea what to expect. I just like started touring, and like I kind of like forgot about it. And like as I was like touring and doing all the radio, like, you know, they'd be like, "Dude, you're, you know, single climbed 2 more spots on the charts." I was like, cool, but like you still don't really understand what that means, or how that's relevant to you, or what it's gonna mean in the long run. Like, it's just yeah. And like you're touring, you're in a different city every day for 11 months straight. Like, I mean, it's, you know, it's going so fast, and so like you got much more crap to deal with than like thinking about where your single is on the charts. But yeah, no, I definitely did not know it was going to do that well. I didn't even like the song.
Didn't even like the song?
No, I mean, it wasn't my favorite on the album.
Oh, right.
I didn't peg that, but
like,
you
the
know,
unexpected single.
Yeah, I guess so.
So getting there, kind of spreading the song, could not have been an easy process. What was some of the unexpected hurdles into getting that airplay and getting that song to climb the charts like that?
Well, I mean, it was a lot of radio visits and a lot of morning shows and a lot of singing. Like, it's really hard. It's very like strenuous on the road, and especially we were kind of like partying pretty hard back then. Not that we don't now, but back then it was like pretty, yeah. I mean, and I would have to do like 8 a.m. like morning shows. I'd have to do, you know, radio like every afternoon, sometimes 2 stations, and so like it really is very, very hard on you, especially, yeah, then you have to play a show that night and you're the headliner, and it just, yeah, it takes it out of you.
Mm-hmm. When it gets rough like that, what is your motivation to keep going and keep recording your music?
Well, the fact that I get to tour and people come out to the shows, and you know, it's just great to know that I'm relevant and I mean something to people, which, I mean, I think is why everybody, you know, that is artistic wants to follow through with their art. They want, you know, they want people to recognize it and affect their lives. And so that's pretty important, I guess.
So you have fans commenting on your Facebook and all your pages from all over the world, and they want to know if you're planning on doing an international tour anytime soon.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we need to release the album first and get it released in those countries, but I mean, I do Asia like twice a year. Like, they just love me over there. Don't ask me why, but they like can't get enough of Secondhand Serenade. But yeah, so I definitely will be getting down there. I'd love to go back to Australia. Yeah, I'm ready for touring. Just got to get like hit radio again, and we'll be out there.
Do you have a release date in mind yet?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not?
We're not like, yeah, I still have another week to work on the album after I finish this tour. And then like we start talking to labels, and we decide our plan of action. So it's gonna be by the summer.
Awesome. Do you have a specific message that you've tried to convey through your music in the past, or you're trying to maybe convey a different one for your new record?
Well, I'm trying, like, this record is definitely all about, like, kind of like, you know, there are some songs about, like, relationships, but then there are also a lot of songs about, like, you know, like inspiring people, telling, you know, like, it's all about, like, living life to the fullest, and not letting, like, you know, like, bad stuff get you down. Like, you know, like, stuff happens to everyone, and there's never been a problem that you haven't gotten through, and if you didn't get through it, then you're dead and you can't, you know any better. but yeah, literally, like, otherwise you can get through everything. And yeah, so it's definitely kind of more about that.
Who would you say is your biggest musical inspiration?
Probably say Veronica Balestrini. It was a real good answer. No, she is fantastic. She's got such a great voice. Other than that, if I had to pick somebody other than her, I don't know. Like, and I say this because it was, you know, the band that kind of inspired me to appreciate music would be the Beach Boys, because it was my first concert ever, and Sloop John B is one of my favorite songs ever, and yeah, it's just you know, I'm like kind of a harmony whore, and I love like putting like all sorts of, I just love it, just like stacking them on, and that was what, you know, they were really good at, and I learned it from them. So probably the Beach Boys.
What was the most memorable show that you've ever played?
Geez.
It's a tough one, I know.
You know, memorable show. I mean, I'm wasted every show, so I don't remember.
So you just don't remember any of them?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't drink before I play. Probably my most memorable show would have to be the first time I played Jakarta. We headlined this festival, and it was just like 30,000 people, and it was nuts. I mean,
yeah,
it was,
I hear
it
it's
was,
crazy over
yeah,
there.
it was,
Everyone that plays there.
Yeah, it was the first time I've like, yeah, pulled that kind of crowd, and as a headliner too, which is like crazy. And so yeah, that would probably be my most memorable show.
Awesome. So when you finish this tour, you obviously have the new album. What do you think is going to be next after that?
Well, I mean,
Anything possible?
finish this tour and then do an album. Usually what comes next is a buttload
Another
of
tour.
touring. Yeah, a lot of touring. I mean, like, you're talking like a year, 2 years of like straight touring.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
All right.
More radio, more of that stuff. Songwriting in Nashville, producing in Nashville, doing a side project with her. Yeah, lots of stuff.
So I'd like to end off with kind of a cliche question. The Robert Schuller quote, what would you do if you knew you could not fail? You could do absolutely anything.
Probably do exactly what I'm doing right now.
Exactly. Good answer.
I mean, I really don't, you know, yeah, I don't want a different life. I really like what I do, and I do it for a reason. I mean, I don't think that anybody, you know, has to fail. And it's all about how you go about it, and, you know, it's work. Like, you have to put work into it. And everybody, like, always asks me, like, how'd you get, you know, she gets the same question, like, how'd you get, like, you know, started with music? And it's like, I mean, what do you say?
What do I say?
Yeah, what do you say?
I basically say that, like, just go with the flow of things, and everything happens for a reason, and different things will happen in your life to bring you to certain people that, like, I met him in Nashville just randomly, and now I'm on tour with him, and, like, it's like,
It's crazy how that
just
stuff
everything
works.
just happens, you know, there's no, like, set answer.
The only set answer is work.
Yeah,
like,
just do hard work.
do something. Don't stop asking me what, like, you know, there's no right answer to that. It's like literally working on spreading, you know, what? Okay, like, here's like the straight up answer to that question. It's record something that you think is good and hope that other people think it's good. And then spend all of your time trying to show the people it. You know, do social networking and all that stuff. I mean, you don't have to fail. So, yeah. Do what you want to do.
Great answer. Is there anything else you want to say to your fans?
Just very grateful for their support over all these years, and it's been kind of a roller coaster for me, and I know it probably has been for them too. And I just hope to see them at a show soon, and check out my new album when it comes out.
Absolutely.
And at Secondhand John on Twitter, Secondhand Serenade on Facebook, at Veronica Ball on Twitter. Check us out. We're pretty cool.
Very cool
Really
dudes.
neat people.
Neat.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Good times.
Alright guys, Secondhand Serenade. Make sure to pick up the single Shake It Off on iTunes now. And subscribe for more interviews. We'll see you later.
Shake it off.